Why are you trying to check the cars if they're open?
Can I help you with anything, sir?
I'm asking you. Can I help you?
I don't know who you are. Do you have probable cause to search my property, sir?
What?
Do you have probable cause, a warrant, to search my property?
Warrant?
Yeah, do you have
What does that sign say? Reasonable suspicion to believe that you are recording right now. It's
To
a crime
detain.
to be filming inside of
Wrong.
a police station.
Wrong.
It is.
He just told you that it wasn't.
Right there.
He just told you. The lieutenant just said that it
Here
wasn't.
it is.
That sign is not a law. It's not.
It's along this building.
No, it's not a law in this building. That's ridiculous to even say. I think you're completely wrong, and I think that, and I know that you violated my rights.
Can I help you?
Who are you, sir?
Anything with the cars? Why are you trying to check the cars if they're open?
Can I help you with anything, sir?
I'm asking you. Can I help you?
I don't know who you are.
I
don't know who you are, sir.
I just saw you touching the back door of that car. Why are you messing with this armpit?
Sir, I would like to know who you are. I don't
I'm
know.
Lieutenant Conway.
Lieutenant Conway?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't need any help, Lieutenant.
Okay, thank you. You can't touch the cars. All right, you can film.
Why can't I touch the car?
Because I don't know if you're trying to break in and steal something. Okay.
Why would I break into a vehicle?
I don't know. People do it all the time.
Well, that's not my intention here.
But
I'm just checking to make sure everything's okay.
Awesome. I appreciate your help.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah. Have a great day, Lieutenant.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy? You can't record it here. There's a sign right there that says members of the public are prohibited from audio recording. Please shut the audio recorder off.
Did I say it was on? I didn't say it was on.
Let me see. You're recording.
Do you have probable cause to search my property, sir?
What?
Do you have probable cause, a warrant, to search my property?
Warrant?
Yeah. Do you
What
have
does that sign say? You have your phone out. It's facing me.
But does that mean that I'm recording?
Yeah, let my boss handle you.
I'm not. Who says that I'm recording?
Okay. I just want to make, like I said, I don't mind you filming out there, okay,
Yeah.
but it's prohibited to film.
But I never said I was filming outside to begin with.
Okay.
You made
Again,
that assumption.
but again, you're holding a phone up as you're mimicking a recording. I'm just letting you know if you are recording, you're in violation, you're trespassing, and I'm just advising you, you're not allowed to record inside a police precinct.
But no one said I was recording.
I'm just saying, just please, okay? You cannot record inside a police precinct, okay? You're holding up a phone, mimicking as if you're recording.
But there's nothing illegal about that, Lieutenant.
There isn't. You're right. But if you are not allowed to film inside a police precinct, you could be subject to arrest for trespassing. Okay, so if you're recording inside a police precinct, you are subject to trespassing. You're subjected.
But do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I'm committing a crime?
Sir, again, I'm telling you, I don't want any issues with you.
I don't want any issues with you either, Lieutenant.
This is the deal. I told you.
I understand that you have an unconstitutional policy
You have
here.
every right to film outside.
I have every right to film inside if I wanted to, but I'm not saying that.
Okay, there's signage telling you that it is prohibited to film inside of a police precinct.
That's not a law, sir.
You are not allowed to film inside of a police precinct.
Okay, but I never said I was.
That's it. You are not allowed to film inside of a police
He's
precinct.
filming inside of the police precinct right now, and I'm sure you are too.
I am. I'm active on my body wall camera. So I'm just letting you know, if you're filming inside a police precinct, we're going to ask you to leave. Okay?
But who said I was filming?
Just hold on. Just hear me out for a second.
I'm gonna hear you out. Sure.
I'm gonna just ask you, if you're filming, to leave. Okay? By you holding up your phone like this, with your phone pointing towards me, I'm assuming that you're recording inside a police precinct.
Well, that'd be making a huge assumption because
I'm
there was a woman 2 years ago that had her arm broken for filming inside the police station, and she actually said she was, and she actually wasn't. She was just saying. So maybe I'm just holding the camera up, my phone up, just because I want to.
If you're filming, I'm going to ask that you leave. Okay?
I don't want to answer any questions.
Again, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you any questions.
Okay, great.
I'm just
Perfect.
telling you, if you are indeed filming, okay, like I said, I will check.
How would you know?
I will check the precinct cameras. I'm going to check the precinct cameras. If I see that you are filming,
okay,
I'm going to ask you to leave. If you don't want to leave, you're going to be subject to arrest for trespassing.
But can we agree that can we agree on something, Lieutenant? Wait, can we just agree on something, Lieutenant? Holding my phone to my chest, it doesn't mean that I'm recording, correct?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, great.
You're holding a phone up, gesturing as if you're recording.
But that doesn't mean that I am.
But again, this is a normal stance that everybody takes when they're recording.
But it doesn't mean that I am. But somebody could hold their phone in this manner without recording, though.
Check the precinct
sure,
cameras.
go ahead, check them.
If you are filming, again,
I don't see how you would tell from the cameras if I'm filming or not.
There are cameras everywhere in this building. I'm
yeah.
going to check the precinct cameras.
Sure.
If you are indeed filming, I'm just going to advise you to leave. You're not in trouble. You're not under arrest. I'm just going to ask you to leave.
Okay, I just don't see how you know I'm filming or not.
If you refuse to leave, you could be subject to arrest
Oh, I've been arrested. I've been arrested for
Just
filming in the
making you
police
aware,
department
okay?
before. I'm just saying that there's
Again,
nothing.
Do you want my contact card again?
I'll take it. Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll have enough. We had enough interaction at this point, and you're threatening arrest and things. So I want to make sure that I know who
I'm
you
not
are.
threatening arrest. I'm just
Oh, for
telling
sure.
you,
I'm just holding my phone here.
You could be subject to arrest for.
But wait, hypothetically, hypothetically, Lieutenant, hypothetically, I see the sign there where it says members are prohibited from recording. So I'm telling you, I'm holding my phone on my chest. I don't answer any questions above that. But if someone came in here secretly recording, how would you stop them from doing that? Would that be breaking the law, Lieutenant? Think about it. I'm trying to prove the silliness of your sign here. Because if somebody came in here secretly recording, which is the person that would want to do more damage would probably do secretly recording, right?
Yeah.
But in New York State, there's nothing illegal about secretly recording, correct?
So to answer your question, no. Like I would have no idea if someone was recording if they were secretly recording. So
And then they go
you're-
post that video online. Could you do anything about it?
No, like
Because there's nothing illegal.
I can't. So
That's what I'm saying. That sign is
I
silly.
understand the
It's just
point-
silly,
the
sir.
point you're trying to make, because technically, no, it's not illegal per se. But if you're doing it inside of a police precinct and we advise you to leave, you could be subject to arrest. So that's why
For criminal trespassing.
Exactly.
In public.
Not for filming per se. There's no charge for filming.
No, I'm aware of that, but that's what I'm saying is that it seems kind of disingenuous, the sign. It's kind of like, hey, if you're openly filming, we're going to tell you to leave a public lobby, which you have every right to be in any other circumstance. Any other circumstance, I have a right to be here, correct?
Yeah.
But you're saying because if I was filming, I would be subject to arrest for criminal trespassing. But that seems disingenuous because you're saying that if I secretly record, then that's okay because I can't tell you to leave at that point.
There's no way of me knowing that this
You can't determine if you're secretly recording.
And you can't determine if I'm recording.
I have reasonable suspicion to believe that you are recording right now.
And I'm
Well,
giving you the benefit. Like I said, I want
the
to give you
reasonable
assuming you're
suspicion
not.
of what?
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
But you need to
Assuming
have,
you're not.
but wait, reasonable suspicion, officer, of a crime. That's what you need in order
It's
to
a crime
detain.
to be filming inside of a
Wrong.
police station.
Wrong.
It is.
He just told you that it wasn't.
Right there.
He just told you. The lieutenant just said that it wasn't.
Here it is.
That sign, sir, you're wrong.
Here it is.
No, it's not. You're wrong. The lieutenant just said that it's not a crime to film inside of a police station. He just said that. I'll take your contact information. He just said that. Are you paying attention to this conversation or not? Because that's what he just said. That sign is not a law. It's not.
It's along this building.
No, it's not a law in this building. That's ridiculous to even say.
So
What's going on, man?
That's ridiculous.
So yeah.
Yeah, you're escalating the situation.
I just ask again. If you're not here to do a report per se, you can hang out here for a sec. Again, I'm not going to. Let me do my thing, okay? If I do indeed see that you are recording, if there's a camera capturing your recording device actually in progress, all I'm going to do is just simply ask, hey, sir, you either stop recording. If you don't want to stop recording, I'll ask you to leave at that point. I'm not threatening arrest on you. I'm just telling you, I'm advising you. If you refuse to leave and we determine that you are recording and you don't stop recording,
I just don't see how you
can be
determine
subject to
that.
arrest for criminal trespass.
I understand what you're
understand
saying.
where I'm coming from? I'm not trying to
I understand
be-
what.
yeah, yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
You've been cordial with me. You've been respectful with me. I'm going to treat you in the same return.
appreciate that.
Your officer, not so much. But I will just say that there is literal no way of you knowing that I'm recording, other than taking my property. And you, Lieutenant, know you can't take my property, right?
Absolutely, you're 100% right.
Because, like I just explained to this officer, it's not a crime to record. So even if you had a reasonable suspicion that I was recording, which you probably do, right? You probably have a reasonable suspicion I'm recording. That in and of itself isn't a crime. So that's why I'm trying to say that means you can't take my phone from me right now and check, right?
Exactly.
That's the silliness and that's the pettiness that I'm trying to illustrate here, Lieutenant.
And I agree with you. I agree with you.
I understand that you didn't make the policy, and I get it. But you definitely did take an oath to uphold our constitutional rights.
100%.
So
I take that very serious.
I hope you do.
I take it very serious.
I hope you do.
So yeah, again, I want you to be able to do your thing in the most respectful manner possible.
And I'm trying to be
okay?
respectful.
And I don't want to, like I said, I'm in no way trying to obstruct you. Again, we just have our policies. I have to adhere to it, and
Maybe that won't be a policy anymore. Maybe enough people, we the people can affect change, and then
That's
I can come
true.
back here and we can have a
That's
better
true.
conversation. But again,
So,
I just like to hold my phone this way, and that's all I'm going to say about it. You know.
in other notes, do you have anything that you need to like? You need us
Can I
to-
get a complaint form actually?
Yes,
I would
we can
appreciate
help you out
that.
with
Thank you. Appreciate that. Got it. You got.
I'm sorry to bother you again. Again, I just want to let you know again, this is being recorded on body.